So we're now going to think about the different ways that we can manage our stress levels. And I've got 8 different ways, and we use the word stressed to spell out those 8 different ways. The first S stands for smile. It's not always easy, I know, to smile and enjoy life even when you're not feeling it. But actually it's really healthy and really good to, whatever's going on, to look for the positives sometimes. And so I challenge you each day to think about the things that you're grateful for. Perhaps at the end of the day you might want to reflect on the day and name 3 things that you've been grateful for that day. T is for time management. It really helps to prioritise the things that you've got to do, the different demands on your life. It's useful to write them all down, to think about what needs to be done first, because it just helps us to not feel overwhelmed by everything, but to be able to break stuff down into smaller chunks and work out what we can do and what we can't do. So I'd really encourage you to do that. R is for relax. It's really good to take time out of your schedule, whatever you've got going on, to stop and to rest. And it's also a really useful technique and really simple technique is deep breathing. When we're feeling the stress levels rising, when we feel overwhelmed by what's going on, just to stop and to take a few slow, deep breaths. It helps because it slows down our heart rate and it helps to release the tension. So I'd really encourage you to try that sometime. E is for exercise. It's really important to get out and do regular exercise. 30 minutes a day if you can, something like walking, running, practicing a sport, whatever you prefer to do. And it's good to get out in nature, to experience the trees, the sea, whatever your surroundings hold. It's really good for your physical and for your mental health. S is for supporting others and letting yourself be supported. Scientists have found that empathetic listening, so being listened to well, actually heals your brain. So if you can find somebody who you trust, who listens to you well, it's so helpful. So I'd really encourage you to do that. Think about who in your life listens to you well and take the opportunity to talk to them. You know, even in this pandemic when we can't see people, we can talk to people over the phone, can't we? And so I'd encourage you to reach out and make the most of that and draw on that support. But also be that for other people. You know, if you've got friends, family members who are struggling, be willing to listen. Let them offload. And you don't have to comment, you don't have to give them advice. You just need to listen to them. S is for self-esteem. Often when we get stressed, we can start to put ourselves down, to think negatively about ourselves. But it's really important that we don't do that we try to think of the positives of who we are. Treat ourselves well. You might want to buy yourself some flowers or some chocolate. Do something you enjoy, something that makes you feel good about who you are. And let's talk positively to ourselves. E is envision the future. Set yourself goals. Give yourself a bigger perspective. You know, the things that you're in right now won't last forever. It's good to have some plans for the future, to have things to look forward to. That's a really important thing to do. And finally, D is about spending time with the things and the people that you love. This is my dog Coco. I love her and spending time with her. What do you love doing? Who do you love spending time with? So there's 8 ways that you can use to manage your stress levels. I'd really encourage you to pick 1 or 2 of those and incorporate them into your daily routines this week and into the coming weeks and months. As we do these things and incorporate these things, they become habits for us, which are better habits and help us to manage our stress levels and over time lower our stress levels. I've included at the end of the lesson plan some other resources. So there's a meditation from YouTube, there's some mindfulness techniques, and there's also some websites that you can look at, phone numbers for further advice and help if you need it. Stay safe, take care.